Shallows, welcome back, people. It is Tope. I am the Critic Corp, and this is my anime corner. I'm here to give you guys that review on Jujutsu, season 2, episode 7. So we left off last episode, old boy Muta, the puppet manipulator dude. He was in cahoots with fucking Ghetto and Mojito, and ended up making agreement with them, coming to an agreement to help them out and shit with the whole Shibuya intel, and all they had to do was pretty much bring this man back on his 2 feet, revive him and shit using that transfiguration idol technique type of shit. Which they did. They brought, but then like I said, he had to he sensed that they were gonna double cross him, so he had to beat them to the punch type of deal. So now he's fighting Mojito. He pulls out the big guns too. He pulls out like his ultimate fucking technique, like his ultimate puppet type of deal that he's been like, letting simmer up for the amount of years that he's been imprisoned or wherever he's been banished to. And he was he gave Mojito a run for his money. I ain't gonna lie. He was giving him them paws in the beginning, but given that Mojito is fucking that crazy ass, just cursed manipulator himself, he was letting him get them hits on him just to figure him out. So, and which he did, and he ended up Mojito ended up having to use fucking his expansion domain on him and whatnot, because he actually inflicted pain on Mojito with one of his attacks, given that Mojito let him, openly hit him. But it ended up piercing one of his souls of his cursed energies, and he was like, "Whoa, this ain't one of his regular attacks. This is something else." So he ended up, like I said, he ended up having to pull out his special technique, which is the little domain expansion shit, and he thought he had him, and fucking Muta ends up countering his shit with a domain called the technique called the simple domain, which I've never even fucking heard of until this episode. And I guess it neutralizes the technique, any domain technique. It neutralizes it. It pretty much counters it out, and like this, it pretty much disrupts the technique, the domain technique, and leave the person vulnerable and open for, just any simple attack, and in the midst of their, domain being fucking just broken. And he did that. Muta did that. And, he thought he had him, but he didn't finish the job. He didn't finish his job. He should have checked his P's and Q's and whatnot. Like he thought instantly that was it. Like it was wraps for Mojito after that. So he didn't pay him no mind and ended up proceeding to use his last simple domain that he had up his fucking sleeve. He had it dead set to use it on Ghetto, so he can get out of there and, make it back to Jujutsu High and see all his friends and all that shit, just make it out. And he got caught, he got sidetracked in the midst of, thinking about all his friends and shit. And Mojito caught him slipping and pretty much snuck up on him and broke through his fucking puppet, his big ass ultimate puppet machine that he had, leaving him, vulnerable for Mojito to make his strike. And he tried, Muta tried, he summoned up Mekamaru, ended up coming to his senses that he don't have to use that fucking other simple domain technique on Mojito as well. But yeah, like I said, he came up short, man. He came up short. He got murked, and that's how they left off with that one. I love how they've been splitting it into two with these past few episodes. With this episode and the previous episode, how they they'll have like a primary episode and then a minor, like secondary type of deal episode within the episode towards the end, and it's dope. It's dope. I like it a lot. Just keep feeding me more and more. I love it. But yeah, so this second one, pretty much, it speeds up like 10 days ahead. Halloween night. It's going on about 7, some dumb shit. A little bit after 7, this big ass like Vow barrier or whatever gets submerges around Tokyo, and in the midst of it is going on a big ass Halloween festival type of deal, parade, all this shit, and all the people that were attending that shit got caught in the barrier, and the barrier is like 400 meters wide, like it's a gigantic boy, and obviously. It's ghetto. I know it's ghetto that probably made this bitch. Cause he was talking about the veil or whatever that he got, when he was fucking around Muta, that he immersed up and shit. So, yeah, it's probably ghetto. It's probably ghetto for sure. Set up ghetto, my nigga. But yeah, it's probably his doing. But yeah, given that barrier, no regular people can, exit it. Only sorcerers and their assistants, their assisted supervisors can exit and enter it. But they can't destroy it, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to break the barrier and figure that shit out, and so they got they got a team on each exit of the barriers set up, and whoever supposedly created the barrier, ghetto, he told the humans, the regular people, the only way they gonna get out is if Gojo shows up. So everybody's requesting Gojo. Gojo this, Gojo that. And, Gojo, being the arrogant, cocky guy he is, obviously he shows up into the barrier. And, like I said, they got a team of sorcerers in there, assistant supervisors fucking at each exit to, catch Gojo's rebounds pretty much. If anything goes sideways or, just just there in in preparation if anything goes wrong, or to make sure everything goes, just as planned, and all the humans are exited out safe and soundly and whatnot. So, um, I'm excited. Like I said, this season just keep getting better and better by each episode. I'm loving what they're doing with the split of 2 episodes in one type of deal. Um, the fight scenes are fucking clean as ever. Like I said, between this and Demon Slayer, they had the best art, animation art by far. You know, like no one's fucking with. Besides One Piece, that's my baby. One Piece, my baby. That's gonna always be clean. Day one, I don't give a fuck. Like even back in the old 1996, like that shit was clean to me then. So I don't give a fuck. But like I said, the newer animes for sure is Jujutsu and Demon Slayer. And I'm gonna leave it with that, guys. Leave some comments, like and subscribe, support the fucking corp. As I always say, toodles.